Hello everybody, it's early July and I'm working on this white poplar group. It's that's a clump that I fused together from a bunch of trees that I collected along the canal. If you look in the description or in the end screen, you'll find a link to a playlist, and if you go back to the beginning of that playlist, you can actually see me taking my little penknife and this little penknife to be exact, and actually carving these out of the turf. They were suckers going from a tree in the hedge, and they would have been mown down the next time the grass was cut. So I rescued them and I put them together in this group, this clump, wired at the base so that they would fuse together, which they pretty much have. And this one in particular was very weak, very spindly, and has taken forever to get going. So just as the title says, sometimes you've got to let them grow, and this one I have allowed to grow and grow and grow and grow, and finally it has thickened up sufficiently at the base to have fused with the one next to it and be reasonably convincing. And what I want to do now is start bringing the group back down into a reasonable size and shape. With this one, although it's grown nice and tall, it has fanned up quite nicely at the base. What it has done is all remain much of a thickness to about this point, which is where I would probably want to cut it off. So I'm not going to cut it off there. I'm going to be a bit more drastic. Find my cutters. Apologies for the noise. Major building work in the field just behind our house. I'll take the camera upstairs and show you the view from our landing window. This is the blooming great big monstrosity that the farmer's building in the field. Yeah, our glorious view out of our landing window on the side of the house. But for our neighbour who lives in that house, well, that's her front room window. No, it would be a kitchen window, almost as bad. So I'll try and record this between mechanical noises. I'll move you in a little bit closer so you can see what I mean about the thickness of this trunk. It's thickened up very nicely, but I don't like this uniformity. So I can get my cutters in. I'm going to be drastic, and it is in if I can get my cutters in. Come on tree, move over. You can see it was the back of my hand, but I've taken out all of that. If you look at the underside, you see why they're called white poplar, because the leaves glow white on the underside. Really pretty on a sunny and windy day. The whole tree will glow white. So now, anyway, back to this. Now, this tree trunk got a new leader, which isn't going too close to this one. Will be allowed to grow again and fill in this space. But before that happens, we'll need some time to elapse, and I need to work on the rest of the tree. Okay, so I've done a bunch of trimming on this side of the clump, and I'm relatively happy with the shape, and I'm just going to continue along behind, shortening some of these longer growths in preparation for wiring them. Sometimes inexplicably a tree will shed a branch for no reason that can be told. Let's move you in. Not sure how well you can see that, but this entire branch at the back has died off, right back to the trunk. The rest of the foliage and the branches around it all seemingly still very healthy, but that piece is as dead as a dodo. Very odd. Very, very odd. But anyway, moving on. I'm just gonna shorten some of these off, grows back, especially these ones that are reaching for the sky in a not very helpful way. This branch I'm going to shorten, it's getting too long. Out of proportion. I'm going to trim that to that. I'm going to take off this front facing piece as well. That needs to come off. And then as we go around to the back here. Okay, in between bouts of machinery. Okay, that's already looking more convincing, I think, as a clump. I don't like the apex of this tree, so let's put a little tiny piece of wire on that. That's better. That's slightly more convincing. Okay, so this is the piece. You've heard me say it many times, I'm sure, if you've followed any of my videos. My wiring is not much to be writing home about. So we'll kind of speed through this. This branch needs something a bit more hefty to deal with it. That's better. And I think that piece needs to come down a little also. That's better. Yes, I like that better. Shorten that. We need to do something with that piece. Let's open the whole thing up a little bit, allow some light into the centre, Bringing some of this down a little, maybe that needs to come down too. But I think you get the gist, and this probably going to make this quite a long video. Oh, let's just go for it. It's only one more branch. There, I'm happy. Until I see another bit. But for now, I'm almost happy. I'm going to take that off because those two pieces are almost of the same height. I'll allow this to become the leader and grow up, and I envisage it growing up to be about yay high eventually. I'll pop the can in for scale and give you a quick 360, and that's where we'll end this one. So I'll just say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do all the usual YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, comment below. Most of all, please stay safe everybody.